Hi, this tutorial is on arranging windows. So let's say we are wanting to use Windows Explorer, and who doesn't? So I'm going to use my Windows button and E to bring up a new Windows Explorer, and this is how people will commonly navigate. So here's your stuff's going to be all school related and class related and subject related, but mine is, funnily enough, related to the creating of these tutorials. So let's, if I want to find some tutorial content and I want to see, some stuff on Excel, and I want to, there's some file, I go in and find what I want, and then I have to back out again. And if I'm working on a project which requires me to go in there quite often and into say logistics quite a lot and down here, then there's a lot of clicking forwards and backwards. So how do we get around that? Very easy. I'm going to bring up, using Windows E, another window. In fact, let's get 3 of them. So now I've got 3 Windows Explorers, and I can go to this spot, to my spot in each one. But I don't really want to be clicking from one to the other. I want to be able to see them all at once. And this is where the restore down comes in handy. So I'm going to restore all of them down. Let's do tile horizontally. Well, you could do that. I don't like that much. So how do we get around that? What we could do is I'm going to reshape these, resize these like this. Let's say there's one region on my drive that I don't need to access very often. These files that are on the first page there, then I could, let's say I'm often going into the technology bit and I need to get some docs in there, and then the other one I'm accessing a lot is in effective computer use. Now that I've got those 3 windows, depending on what I want, it cuts down a heck of a lot of my clicking backwards and forwards. Now let's say I'm also wanting to work alongside of Excel and Word quite a lot. I could also bring those down, because if I wanted to, I could work side by side with Excel and Word. So now then I can write some stuff in here, and I can enter data, and I don't have to keep clicking down the bottom to get Excel or Word open. And you might think, well, it's only one click. It's not one click, because if you're doing that 50 times during a 1-hour period, that's 50 clicks you don't have to do, and so they all add up. Then if you want to get back here, then you might need to know which is which Explorer goes where, but then it still really does speed things up. And then if you're using Alt Tab, that can be really useful as well. You can go from one Alt Tab, it goes to the Word document, Alt Tab, let's say I want to go back to Internet Explorer, etc., etc. So it does allow for a more efficient workflow. So that's something you might want to try. The other thing is, if you're using a program like School Pro, often you're needing to copy and paste from other documents, so you can have School Pro open on one side and your Excel spreadsheet on the other, or whatever you're copying from, and that just speeds things up enormously. So hopefully you found something useful in that one.